What's going on, guys? Jerick120 here, using the Alpha Kappa deck of playing cards for this little tutorial. It's a nice little, relatively self-working tutorial, but requires very little sleight of hand. So what we're going to do is get rid of a handful of the cards, and what we want to do is mix them up, just a pinch, or however you want, whether it's just a pinch or a whole freaking lot. It really is up to your discretion. We don't want to take too much time because the spectator might get bored and being like, okay, I get it, they're shuffled, just show me what you want to show me. What we're going to do is make a pile of 9 cards, 3 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what we want is to ask the spectator, using your instincts alone, we want to see whether you think impulsively this card corresponds with the cards as we go along. Whether you think the suit matches, or the value matches, or the color itself matches, it's totally your discretion, but whatever you say, we're going to stick with. So do you think, yes or no, this card fit there? No. How about that one? No. And that? No. Here? Yes. All right, let's leave that face up. That? No. Yes. Face up again. Yes. Face up. No. And how about that one? No. Okay. So you could have set as many piles as you want, and we're left with 2 leftover cards that we don't need. And let's just go through and check, do these cards have any correlation? No. How about this pile? No. And this? Oh, 2 black cards, 2 spades, not bad, not bad. No match there, no match here, and no match here. But look, you selected these 3 piles as yeses. So with the 9 of clubs is, look at that, the 9 of hearts, the 2 of diamonds, whoa, with the 2 of spades, and I bet you there's an ace under here, just like that. That is a cool little, relatively self-working prediction mystery for your spectator. Requires one little sleight of hand move. Let's get into the tutorial. This trick uses 20 cards, all 2 different sets of ace through 10. So we got, if we upjog the black cards here, you want to go through and find ace through 10 of black cards, and you're going to put them in ascending order. So ace 2, 9 would go later, 5, 8, 7, 2, 10 at the end, 6, 4. So you could make it even, it's more random this way, it seems less like something fishy is going on. But yes, this is the order that I have, and we're going to do this same thing for the red cards, but you notice I'm not using all hearts or all diamonds or all spades or all clubs, because it just gives it a little more of an organic feel. If I come through, and finally the 9. So this is the order that you want it: ascending, ace 2, 3, 4 up to 10, ace 2, 3, 4 all the way up to 10. And the way we're going to set this up is have this pile of 20 cards on top of our deck. Now we could down jog this card if we wanted to keep a simple break there. So when it's time to go to do the trick, you can simply push this forward and break that off. See that little like pushing down the card bows these cards up, allowing me to take it away. You could have a simple pinky break, just make sure to keep it hidden from your spectator's line of vision. It's really up to you. This little down jog is nice because you can be more relaxed and talk, and it will still stay hidden from their perspective. But if you are more comfortable with this, cool. Either way, you can try to do something fancy where you swivel off the packet, but that might reveal the break. You could simply do what I did, and I just did a risk kill, getting rid of a big chunk of the cards. So now we have our cards, and it's time to mix it up a little bit. But the way we're gonna mix this up is pretty much keeping the cards in order. You could go through and just cut the cards, have the spectator cut them a bunch of times, or you could do this pretty convincing false shuffle to an extent. Again, it's not a completely 100% false shuffle, it's just reordering the cards similar to what we're doing. And the way we're gonna do this is push off a handful of the cards, put it into your other hand. We're gonna peel off some of the bottom cards, put it on top, peel, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go underneath. So we're going under, over, under, over, under, over, when really that's not actually mixing up the cards, but if you do it quick enough, it can look pretty convincing. So what you'll see here is we have this chunk, back to the reds, back to the 9. If we were to just cut there, then we would be left back to what we had in the very beginning. So the push off, the spread underneath, boom, over, under, over, under, over, under. Doesn't matter, as long as we get a result similar to this. It doesn't even have to be perfect with the ace in the beginning, but we won't even know because we don't want the spectators to see what cards we're dealing with. After that, you can cut the cards up however which way that you want, have your spectator cut the cards, totally your call, and then even go back to doing more shuffling if you feel that you really need to convince them, but it gets to a point where it just seems suspicious. So just do it a few times, and then you can have your spectator do this part, but you should be in control of the cards at this point, because if you have your spectator do it, you're going to need to take the pile back. It's just unnecessary. So what we're going to do is deal out legitimately in this order 9 cards, and these cards are going in ascending order. So whatever this is, 2. I know that's a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Boom, look at that. And what we're going to do is go through, and this top card does not match the corresponding card, but the second card from the top does. It does match that too, and every card therefore after the second card from the top will match. So if someone says no, you just drop that on there. And if anyone says yes, you're going to do this, you're going to use the glide. You can either peel it down with your thumb, or I'm used to doing the glide in this hand where you peel down and steal the card out from here. But what the glide basically looks like is, let me do it with the hand that I'm best at doing it with. The glide looks like that. And what it allows you to do is steal, make it appear like you're taking off the top card, when in reality, glide, you're taking off the second from the top card. And from the exposed view, you're doing that. So, but with your fingers, it makes it look a little more natural. So you can go through yes or no. No. Okay, cool. Yes or no. Yes. Okay, I'm going to do the glide and leave this 4 face up, and we know that it matches that. And now we're left here with another card that doesn't correspond, but again, the second from the top card does. So if someone says yes there, we can do the glide again, and look, now we have a little variety, 5 of spades. The only thing that would look suspicious is if someone said yes the whole time, because then you would have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it doesn't matter. They can say yes or no as many times as they want. How about this one? Yes. And how about that one? No. Okay, cool. We'll just toss these 2 cards aside. We don't need them. Go through and show them, whoa, these don't match at all. Maybe this whole thing went terribly wrong. That's a nice part, is these ones are too far apart, but a lot of these piles are going to have cards that are just 1 number off from them, so it looks a little suspicious. 2, 3, 6, 7, ace 2, but you get these little breakups that make it look actually random, aside from almost none of them being the same color. So anyway, you're left with these cards, and you can reveal it however which way you want. So you stuck here. Look, these 9s match. Maybe what I would do is just an added is go around instead of going in ascending. Look, a 4 was with a 4, a 5's with a 5, and then we got an 8, and then we got a 9. Like 4, 5, 8, 9. So what I'm suggesting is, whoa, these 2 9s match. What about these? Whoa, look at that. These 2 5s match. And then just going out of order so they're not, it just seems a little more random. And then finally, they selected, whoa. It's almost the less cards they choose, the better. But ultimately, you're still left with a little modern day miracle with little to no sleight of hand. Thanks for watching. I'm Jarek120 of Disturbed Reality. Come back next week for a new magic tutorial. Come back tomorrow for a new daily street magic video. I also put out one today, so you should go check that one out if you haven't. And I put out a new daily street magic video yesterday, so it's only a day old. So go check that one out too. Leave comments and like all the videos on here that you watch if you enjoy them. If you'd like to get yourself a Disturbed Reality deck of playing cards or t-shirts, any kind of Disturbed Reality merchandise, you can hit me up in my DMs on Instagram and Twitter at Jarek120. I'm also on Twitch and Snapchat as well at Jarek120. Everything Jarek120. Check out my second channel where I do weekly vlogs alongside my girlfriend here in Marina Del Rey, California. See us going out, filming the street magic videos, what else we're up to, what we're eating, all that fun stuff on Best Life I Ever Had. Catch you tomorrow for a new daily street magic video and next week for a new tutorial. Much love. Peace.